What's up, RP Jester crew? This is Wythe Marshall from Why We Roll, the game design podcast from the Stillfleet Studio. We are the folks who are making Christopher Pickett's Danse Macabre medieval horror role-playing. It's our newest game featuring the grit system, and we have actually had on the Jesters, some of them, on our show to talk about actual play and game design, all kinds of fun things. So, if those are topics you like, how to make games, different genres of games, mechanics, storytelling, some how-to, some businessy stuff, all from an indie perspective and a leftist perspective. Yes, we sometimes even talk about politics and play. Then you might want to check out Why We Roll. That's the TTRPG game design podcast from the Stillfleet Studio, hosted by Christopher Pickett and myself, Wythe Marshall. Thanks a lot, and on with the jest.
The horrible sound of the portal still comes through, although it is dimmed from what it was before. And as everyone stares at this, you can't see quite what it is. It's like your vision can't comprehend what the portal is. It's like the after image of when you look into a bright light, or like when you look into the sun and your brain can't quite put colors or shape on it. And as you're all sort of staring and squinting at this portal, a bloody hand pokes through on a blue sleeve, followed by a blue coat, and a man dressed in the blues and yellows of Montaigne steps through the portal and then places his hand up at the top. Not the same man that went into the portal, the one who was in gray. No, this man in the blues and yellows puts his hand at the top of the portal and takes his bloodied hand and, almost like a zipper, closes the portal as he slides his hand down to the bottom, closing it completely. He sort of shivers a bit, unbuttons his coat. Well, it seems like the cold opening has been addressed. Pleasure to meet you all.
What? I love it.
Hello and welcome to All Hands on Death, an RP Jesters production using the 7th Sea system. Today, I am blessed with the crew, starting with Rachel.
Hello, everyone. I play Brigit Jones. I'm so taken aback by that.
And Seth.
I'm Seth. I play the captain. A new guy came through the portal and said, I have addressed the cold open.
Yeah, the joke is that the portal goes to like an eldritch dimension and it's chillier on the other side, so he closed the cold opening.
Is that canon, or are you just fucking with us?
Listen, you can take my joke away from me and I'll make a new one. It's fine.
I don't want to take anything away. Hey, I'm the guy that hates it when his toys are taken away from him. So you can have this. I just want to be clear. I just want to be on the same page because I too want to play with the toy.
But yes, I was making a cold opening joke and closing the portal, though Porte Sorcerers can open more portals, so.
Okay.
No worries.
I think we're still in the introduction. So, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, we'll take things back. Sky, why don't you introduce your character?
I'm Sky. Not trapped in a cold place. So sort of a lukewarm opening here from me, Sky, who plays Sergei. That was in reference to a different cold opening, and I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure that that doesn't get edited out.
I'm right there with you, brother. I'm going to need something a little stronger than this. Here we go. Oh.
I opened my drink while I was muted and apologized to Casey. And then Seth
Fuck
was
you,
just
Casey.
like, nah, fuck
This
it.
is it.
No, this is all staying in.
Grip it and rip it, baby.
We open cans into microphones every other session. It's a bit of a bit.
And Grace, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Grace. I play Compass, a navigator with a terrible sense of direction.
And Andrew.
My name is Steady Gerry, and no need to worry, I've secured 3 more barrels of oats on the enemy ship. My brain wanted to say boat, but I settled for ship right at the end.
I think there's more on this ship than or not. I don't know. There's so much on this ship and also nothing because it's candlesticks, right?
Well, for a moment there was less, and now there's the same because mass has been exchanged from
That
one
is
person to
true.
another person.
That is true.
So we have a constant number.
Okay,
of
did a
people.
person actually come out and close the portal?
Yes.
Wait,
Yes.
so there's someone who's
There
standing.
is actually a
There's
guy.
a
A
dude
guy
in front of
actually
us.
came out.
There's a
Okay.
man.
Yes.
Technically, there's
Joke
a
threw me
bunch
off.
of guys in front of us because the whole crew's in the brig.
Oh, yeah,
Andrew's
we gotta deal with all
Dead
that.
man.
Andrews,
Yeah.
introduce yourself and take it away. Take us into the take us
That
into the
joke
world.
threw me
Take
off.
us into some sort of fiction.
I will be your keeper, Anders the pirate. And this fellow who has just popped out of the portal will introduce himself. Well, hello, I am Louis Dumas. A pleasure to be here on this boat. I'm going to do a little bit of detective work. I see you don't seem to be allied with these members of the Inquisition, as you have captured them. So you are pirates, I assume. Looks like you are unloading some of their candlesticks. They like to melt everything down and make candlesticks out of everything. So yeah, you robbing them. That is good. I am no friend of theirs. So this is not how I would like to have conversations on the other side of this jail cell. Do you mind if I come out and get some food? Yeah, he's bandaging his bloody hand.
Brigit, hold on. Please hold your questions.
All right, yeah, sure, certainly, you can come out.
No, Sergei, stop it.
Huh? Oh, sorry.
Oh. A little bit more of investigative work, please. And I'm going to holster the pistol I had that shot the first captain with. And now I'm going to draw out another pistol and aim it at Louis.
So that's 3 pistols.
He's got a lot of pistols.
Got a lot of pistols.
Nice.
You ever seen a picture of Blackbeard?
My man had a lot of pistols.
Yeah.
I assume you are the captain? No? Can I assist you in some ways that don't involve a gun at my head?
Terribly sorry, old chap, but you came through a portal that dastardly little bastard went through and then closed it. And we had questions for that man, and now we can't ask them. So...
Would you mind reopening that portal, please?
Oh, I see. There's some confusion. You don't quite know how Porte Sorcery works. That is fine. I am happy to explain. A little lightheaded.
The flintlock clicks back as you condescend.
I am a little lightheaded from the loss of blood. So...
Wait,
It's blood sorcery. You need to do a blood sacrifice in order to go through the portals.
His hand's bloody. He did cover that. Yeah.
yeah, this guy gets it. See, you could have him explain to you. No, basically, we can open the portal, but the location you go to, you have to have that marked. So, for example, I have some of my close friends that I will mark, or some of my, emergency places, I will have those marked. So if I ever find myself in the ways in one of these portals, I can walk my way to familiar territory. So whoever that fellow is, he's a bastard for leaving the portals open. That is, it's just bad for the environment, really. And I'd like to essentially pick up the litter that assholes like that leave around. So,
how are the other people in this brig responding to this person?
The Inquisition does not appear terribly fond of Louis, nor did they seem particularly fond of the portal opening in the first place. It seems that these members of the Inquisition are more pious in their beliefs that magic is the worst thing and should be killed on sight. Anything that's not gray is the worst.
But they are responding as if they are actual Inquisition members.
Oh, yes. As exactly as you would expect Inquisition members to act.
And so they are hoodwinked. I see. Okay.
Obviously, you have deduced that we are pirates. I am the pirate captain. Very nice. And would that make you a pirate as well?
I am mostly a person for hire. There are people who will hire Porte Sorcerers, and, well, I was having a hard time getting to sleep, so I decided, why not close a portal or two, help get my mind off of things, as it were.
Okay. So I have a problem here, because I put these members, as you can see, and I point at the gray members with my gun, of the Inquisition in this brig, whilst we loot this vessel. And you have put yourself in the brig. And for the safety of my crew, I don't think I'm going to let a Porte Sorcerer leave the brig. So you see we're at an impasse here. And it's good that we did check the other crew members for weapons. Apparently not their captain that well. But they shouldn't harm you unless fists can harm you.
Oh, actually, if you just wait a moment, I have an idea for this. You see, the Inquisition is very, very dedicated to their beliefs, but a little too dedicated. Excuse me, gentlemen. You all believe that gray is great, no? Yeah, of course, gray is the best.
I like gray.
Yeah, gray is great. Okay, and how would you spell great? GR8, of course. Yeah, GR8. Yeah, like you're supposed to. Okay. And you all agree? Okay. How do you spell gray? It is the color that you are so dedicated to. GRA, of course. You idiot, it is GREY. GRAEAEY. And they start fighting amongst themselves, physically getting violent over their disagreement over the spelling, over core parts of their belief structure. They will kill themselves off quite shortly and give them a minute or two. It is really hardcore, these Inquisition types.
I'm sorry, but how can we trust you? You literally just came from the place where the person we were trying to interrogate went.
I mean, you don't have to trust me. I brought some beef jerky along so I could, get some more iron in my blood. I don't have to have a nice warm-cooked meal or anything. No thanks are needed for doing my good deeds here.
Question above table.
Yeah.
Durs, what do I know about the Porte Sorcerer as a sorcerer myself?
Yes, the general knowledge of Porte Sorcery is that the Montaigne nobility, the legally distinct from France country of the world, certain people will have access to this portal magic in which they can open up portals and then walk in through this eldritch dimension to get to places that they have marked. Certain members of, certain people will hire Porte Sorcerers if they're looking to transport things. The process isn't super fun. It's not like everyone is using these as private jets to get around willy-nilly. But if you are looking to cross large amounts of distance in short amount of time, a Porte Sorcerer will get the job done.
I see.
Okay. Well, that's good enough for me. I guess we leave him here. Let's go to the cargo hold.
We're just leaving him here.
Yes, he said we don't have to trust him, and he's self-sufficient. He even brought beef jerky, so he's fine. He's got a little snack.
Okay,
Seems agreeable to me. I mean,
we have
A job to
just-
do, that's right. Get to the cargo hold.
it's just candlesticks in there.
Yes, and we're going to sell them.
Yeah, that's money.
Sure, but what about the things that we found in the fireplace?
They're burnt. Can't sell burnt things. Well, maybe we could. See if you can get some of that burnt off of them.
Are there any remains? Any bits of them left over? I mean, there are people who can repair things magically.
Quiet, jerky boy. Get to the cargo hold.
I mean, it's Louis, not Jerky Boy, but...
Sure thing, Captain.
And Brigit would move to, leave, but not without looking back at Louis before exiting. And then everybody followed along,
Yep.
a train of people, and we all said it at once.
Yeah, does the crew all work on moving the cargo over from their attacked ship to their own ship, working on repairs of the mast and getting to it? Or does anyone find themselves doing other activities?
I have something.
Yeah.
Compass is gonna take the bit of map that we found back over to the ship, to their little murder board desk thing. I don't know what to call it. I'm guessing it's not unlike that. And try and pinpoint where these sea monster sightings were, specifically, based on what we got. I don't think we're going to be able to figure out what it is. I think we said last time that we won't be able to figure out necessarily what it is, but I do think that we'll be able to kind of see, the where a little bit better, maybe?
Yeah, get a triangulation going or something.
Yeah.
Yes, you aren't able to get the specific location, as that seems to be lost on the burnt map. However, you are able to ascertain that any of these sightings are taking place around Aragosta, so not amongst, Montaigne and Usura and Vodace. This is close to where you guys are, relatively speaking.
Is anyone else doing anything interesting? Because I have a thing I would want to do.
I think the only thing I want to do is make sure everything that I perceive as, fensible is offloaded from the ship. And when that is finished, I will probably call Sergei and Brigit to my quarters on the ferry whistle to tell you what I want to do with Louis.
God, that's what we
Sure.
named our boat.
I will go then.
Okay, so if there's that, we'll go to that scene.
Yeah,
Captain's
okay.
quarters, the ferry whistle. Bold text.
Yeah.
All right. We seem to have a strange part of an otherwise controlled equation.
Okay.
Go to this Louis in the brig of the Book Drowner. I want you to release him, bring him aboard the ferry whistle, but before doing so, remove anything of value and any weaponry. I don't want another mistake like what happened in the brig.
Well, from my understanding, it seems as though he just summoned his weapon from not of his person. So if he is a Porte Sorcerer, he will just have whatever he needs, regardless of if we take it from his pockets.
And then he should travel this ship on gunpoint until I am convinced.
Fair enough. Should we try to get more information from him first before releasing him from the brig, or... I can see what I can do.
I trust you will have the perfect amount of cynicism.
Is that a yes?
I nod. Slowly.
Right. Sure, then, if I may, and I would excuse myself.
And Sergei,
Oi!
no punching.
He pops out of a ceiling tile. He's there the whole time.
I have a drop ceiling in the captain's quarters.
Yeah.
It's the ugliest ceiling I've ever seen on any ship.
He breaks through one of them. It shatters onto the ground. Oi! Sorry!
Oh, son of... No punching,
No punching to whom, sir?
Louis.
All right, I love you. And Sergei leaves.
From the moment that I'm excused, I think I would go and acquire a tankard of drinking water. And I would find myself moving in the direction of the brig. But on the way, after uttering the word knowledge, I would like to whisper into the cup, share your secrets.
Mm.
And come down to the brig of the other ship. What do I find when I see him there?
He is leaning up against the bars, and all of the Inquisition members have beaten themselves into a pulp. So he's standing there with a bunch of dead bodies behind him in a pile, regretting that, because the last thing that happens when you die is you shit yourself.
You do lose control of your bowels.
You didn't think of the smell, you bitch!
So I step into this room and it just smells.
Can you please let me out of here? I knew your captain was being cautious, but I overestimated things, apparently.
I look over my shoulder at the door, kind of as if like playing that like I'm not supposed to be here, and wander in holding my tankard. I would like to, but I don't know if the captain would really be appreciative of that. But I came here to offer you something to drink.
Well, I graciously accept. I was smart to, bring some meat for the iron, but I did not bring a water skin. So, yeah, this is so nice. Thank you. You are a very good host.
Of course. And I pass him the tankard through the bars. And would he drink it?
Oh, yes. Yeah, he downs it.
Sure. Then with that, she would say, so, what do you know of the fellow who jumped through that portal there?
Oh, I wish I knew. None of you described him to me. He might have been one of my former classmates in academy. I mean, just because I might have cheated in a few of the classes doesn't mean I'm not very capable and have a good knowledge of my other co-workers. Anything of note about him?
Above table, I don't remember his description, but I would like to communicate his description.
Short cropped brown hair?
Yes.
Gray. A lot of gray.
Yes, the gray outfit of the Inquisition and the sort of short brown haircut that they all have.
But any distinctive features like that in the face or build, I would definitely note. Does it ring a bell?
I mean, there are a few people that could be. It is tough. When I knew them, everyone had a lot of, over-the-top facial hair and, big hair as well. So when they shave down and wear all the same things, it is harder to tell based on the description of the pointiness of a nose.
Do people of your expertise in sorcery know anything pertaining to sea creatures?
I mean, not especially. It's not exactly a natural center of that Venn diagram. I assume some of us are interested in all manner of sea aquatics, and I do know some people like to open their portals, underwater, so you don't get the horrible sound. That being said, you get wet, and pistols don't work as well. So you do each their own.
Interesting. Just a curiosity. Will you hurt us if we let you out?
No, you seem the fine sort. The enemy of the Inquisitions are friends of mine. The Inquisition hates us on this spot. In fact, it is quite odd that someone had infiltrated the Inquisition despite being a Porte Sorcerer, so you've seen how intelligent the Inquisition are. I suppose if someone tried, it wouldn't be too hard.
Do you know why someone of your kind would do a thing like that?
That means the Inquisition has access to a lot of money, and, well, it is, as you can see, pretty easy to hoodwink them and trick them and take all of their stuff whenever you wish. So, if I was going to be a grifter, that is the type of person I would be targeting.
Well then, upon jumping through this portal that you jumped through, what were you expecting to find?
Oh, you never know. When you are closing these portals, I walk towards what I sense as an opening, and you get all sorts of things. Sometimes it is quite dangerous. People like to use the portals to get out of danger, so every so often find myself in a jail cell such as this, if their hands have not been bound tightly. And you can bind around the wrists, like most people do, but for Porte Sorcerers, you're going to want the fingers.
Right. So, above table again.
Yeah.
Sergei was in the ceiling during that conversation with the captain?
Yep.
Did I know that he was there?
He just does that sometimes.
He's a pretty big guy, so we probably heard him moving around.
No, I'm small. I'm 5'2".
You're 5'2", and
That's how you could fit in the ceiling
and 30
in the first
pounds.
I'm 5'2" and 34 pounds.
This is what happens when none of us describe our characters in episode 1.
This is probably a good time to do that if we haven't already. But Sergei was pretty aptly described. The main reason I'm asking is because if I know that Sergei is also coming to deal with this guy, I kind of picture it being the situation where she's ready to like let him out and like would open the door and Sergei's there.
If Sergei wants to be there following the captain's orders, that is up to Sergei.
That is fair.
Yeah, I think it's up to a roll of the die if Sergei remembered to go.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so we'll call it 1d10. I don't know, 1 through 7, I go. 8 through 10, I get distracted. That's an 8. I'm not there.
Okay. Then I think
I'm just gonna make a note of that.
I think I know that. I think I anticipate that behavior from Sergei then, given the time that we've been sailing together. And I would move to go towards the gate. And I would say, you have no weapons on you? No more weapons?
I mean, I can always get weapons on me. I have a couple of rapiers and a couple of pistols that I can summon at a moment's notice in case we are attacked by some ne'er-do-wells.
Can I trust that you won't be using them on us?
But of course, why would I use them on you?
Because you are hardly trusted, and it is a generosity that I am bestowing upon you that I would open this door at all.
Well, I appreciate it. I am so sorry that the first experience you had to Porte Sorcerer was someone infiltrating the Inquisition and then just deeping out on you all. That I can understand your lack of trust with me. So any way I can make things more comfortable for you, I am happy to oblige. And honestly, I don't have to, I'm not here to eat all your food and everything. I can get going. I just like to not be so lightheaded when I'm walking through the ways.
Then we'll put it this way. I'll bring you to the captain, and you will volunteer your allegiance while you are on our ship and with our crew.
Oui, that sounds reasonable.
Fantastic. And I would open the door. I think for posterity, I would draw I imagine I have a rapier.
Yeah.
I know I'd have a sword of some sort, but I think a rapier fits my character best. And I would draw it and point it at him while we walked towards the captain.
I assume you probably want to turn out my pockets. I ate my jerky. I had a few coins in there in case I wound up at a bar. You never know. It would not be the first time.
I had my stack. I have my money.
Where are my keys? Mon Dieu.
This guy's just like a little bit pathetic, and I love him.
Shit, I will have to port alone.
Yeah, whatever like corners that I haven't covered with this guy, I think I would do fairly in the captain's quarters, but at point we would go to the captain.
Hello, mon capitaine. I am so sorry about all of this. I wish we had met under better circumstances. I'm sure we would have gotten on a lot better.
When you enter the captain's quarters, Captain Kelley is staring out the back of the ship with these kind of bay windows of the ferry whistle, and to either side are the library contents. And it looks like he's looking at a small spyglass. And then he turns to you, and you see underneath his eye-patched eye is a false eye made of tiger marble. And then he flicks that down and looks at you and nods towards one of the chairs.
I direct.
Oh, why, thank you.
Brigit.
Yes.
I thought I was pretty clear when I asked for Sergei to also bring Louis over.
Yes, Sergei never came with me.
Okay.
You would look over their shoulder and see through the window Sergei on the far end of the ship with a little piece of string with a little bit of dried oats attached to the end of it, and he's trying to catch a seagull. Almost got him.
And you just see that as Captain Kelley is centered in the shot
Yeah.
in front of the windows. And he just says, terrific.
About par for the course, Captain.
He almost gets him. He almost gets it.
Would you like me to retrieve him now?
No, I have a feeling he has better things to do.
Maybe Compass or Gerry?
Better things to do. He's fucking seagull hunting.
Why don't you pick anyone that's not currently, I don't know, disobeying orders to come meet me in the captain's cabin with Louis. And I'm sure Sergei, when he feels like it, will crawl around in the ceiling again.
You made a fucking cryptid is what you made, Sky.
Yeah.
Fucking...
He's not part of this crew.
I don't know how many episodes you've listened to, Grace, but this is a Sky character. It's just what it is.
Just one of mine. They've got layers, okay? There's a lot of layers to them. A lot of nuance.
So weird. I love him.
Right.
What does Captain Kelley look like? Like, you said he has the tiger glass eye, or tiger marble, not tiger glass.
So picture a white pirate captain. I think you got it. Let's double check. He's wearing...
I imagined a beard.
Yeah, good stuff.
A big hat.
Nice.
Maybe an earring?
Sure, he can have an earring.
Yeah.
The marbled eye is cool. Under an eye patch?
Under an eye patch. And he's wearing that captain jacket. Everybody loves it. It's old, faded, not really any discernible color, just kind of a neutral, dark color. And he's got that sword belt that goes across the chest. He's probably stashing a bunch of pistols on that. He's wearing a cutlass, but he's also sitting in a chair, so probably the cutlass used below the table. And he's propping up his brown leather boots on top of the table. Pretty simple looking guy, but obviously a pirate captain.
Gotcha.
Cool. Brigit would excuse herself to go and probably retrieve both Compass and Gerry, actually.
And Captain Kelley is, while that's happening, and with the knowledge that Sergei completely ignored him is just going to smile menacingly at Louis. Because if you have to blame someone, why not a stranger for your crew's sudden insubordination?
It's one guy. The rest of us are doing our job.
Hey.
When I find Compass, what is she doing and what does she look like?
So Compass is probably wrapping up what she was doing, but also trying to plot out a course of like how we would get just which way we might want to go based on weather and all of that stuff. Compass has short, mousy brown hair, dark eyes, a small, lithe frame. I would say Compass is a little bit shorter than our resident pirate cryptid, but not by much. Compass is wearing very basic, like loose white blouse, brown slacks, and boots. Not a ton of bells and whistles to her. She does have ink stains on, like, cuffs of her shirt, on her forearms. There's definitely some ink that's been smeared across her face that she just hasn't acknowledged, and nobody has cared to really tell her that it's there. So, like, very much where you would rest your hand, if you, like, rest your hand on your face while you're working on something at your desk. There's, like, a big old ink splotch there. All over her fingers, just from working on all of the maps and everything. She's got a sextant, a compass, and a telescope on her belt, as well as a rapier. And I think Compass has like a quill in her mouth that she'll turn around as you come in and just be like, huh? What's that?
Captain wants to see you up in his quarters. Nothing bad.
Give me like 5 minutes.
Sure, yeah. When you're done.
Compass gives a thumbs up.
And I would turn and leave, and then where would I find Gerry, and what would he be doing and look like?
Jerry's down in the storage decks. Currently, he has his hand pinching his bridge of the nose.
We've done this so many times, and I always say, gold candlestick crates on the bottom, silver on top. That way, if we ever do get raided, you get the silver and not the gold. So why is it that every time y'all load this on, I have to remind you of our very basic organizational principles?
Well, but Gerry, the gold's softer, so we just thought we'd put it on top because the silver's heavier.
The silver's on top because it is heavier.
Oh.
That way they can't measly move it off and get away with all the gold ones.
Well, won't it smush the gold?
The gold's gonna be melted down anyway. If it's a little smushed, it's a little smushed.
I don't think I'm following. Could you try again?
Oh,
Okay.
Gerry.
Oh,
Gerry.
mi Serena, what do I owe the pleasure?
Hi. Captain is looking for everyone in
Oh,
his quarters.
all right.
No trouble just dealing with
No,
the
not at all.
guest.
Fellas, please fix this by the time I get back.
Okay, put the silver on top, gold on the bottom. Right, tell Gerry.
Aye, appreciate you, buddy.
And I think eventually the three of us collect and like pass Sergei, who's effectively jellyfishing with an oat for a seagull. Like,
You catch any yet?
At this point, Sergei is now counting barrels of oats on the top of the deck that are open to collect rainwater, but the inside of his jacket is moving around violently.
ADHD existed before medication, and we just want to role play that.
Exactly. That's the statement that I'm trying to make.
He's so weird.
Oi, just counting the barrels here for the captain here. I think this is what he told me to do.
you're welcome to come join us in the captain's quarters if you want.
Sorry, I was a bit distracted there. What's going on in the captain's quarters?
Oh, he
He's
wants
just-
you there.
Gathering us up.
Remember, Brigit, we gotta just lie. We just gotta say he wants them there.
Look, I'm always going to offer the opportunity.
Are you sure about that?
The opportunity for what?
To come join us in the captain's quarters for a meeting.
Sounded like you was talking about something else, like you think that I wouldn't understand what you're saying right in front of me.
I think I said what I said.
Sergei, you're the smartest man on this boat. Come, how could we get one past you?
And I know that's facetious. I could see through your sarcasm.
Me? Nah.
I am distractible, but I not be no fool now. And I kick you in the shin and then walk to the captain's cabin.
Ow.
And the little asterisk comes on screen at the very bottom that says, Captain only said no punching.
He also only told him to not punch Louis.
Ellipses, and only Louis.
What's been happening with Louis and the captain while this was happening?
Okay, yeah, we can cut back to that before you guys get there. I'm still just smiling and...
So, do you guys sink a lot of Inquisition ships?
What do you mean by a lot? I mean, this was been, none of your business.
Well, that's impressive. If it had been zero, then you would not have had to say it was none of my business. So it's good that your business is good and
Look,
private.
I'll make it clear, Louis. It was a big shock to us, having dealt with the Inquisition enough, that a gentleman opened a portal while in grey robes.
You're telling me I'm going to have to report this when I get back. The rest of the academy is going to be very disappointed and whatnot. It's really just a bunch of more paperwork for us. It looks like we'll have to look out for the Inquisition having some infiltrators amongst their ranks.
What I don't understand is why.
Yeah, I mean, in general, if you were going to sneak upon a ship, the Fun Police ship isn't the top of my list. So feasibly, the Inquisition must have had some extra knowledge that he was interested in.
Yes. Well, our dear compass has been taken with some of that information already. What do you know about the sea monsters around Aragosta?
I have heard rumors that such creatures exist, but I am familiar with, your fish, your whales, dolphins, stingrays. I've heard tales of bigger creatures, I suppose, but not very well described and not drawn. So whatever it is either, people making things up or something is pretty well hidden out there.
Go back to smiling sinisterly at him.
As we open the door.
Did you guys find anything in their captain's quarters that might have been helpful?
Sergei doesn't necessarily say anything, but does walk in with what can only be described as a gash on his cheek caused by a bill. And his shirt is no longer thrashing around.
Oh my goodness. Louis pulls out 2 handkerchiefs. Senor, you have some... You want to get the blood off your face? And you've got a little ink smudge on your cheek.
And none of you were going to tell me.
I thought it was a tattoo.
I mean, it's only gonna show up, in like 10 minutes from now.
I thought it looked nice.
Thank you.
Made your eyes pop.
Well, now that the crew is here, maybe we should show our visitor exactly what came off of the captain's cabin.
Compass will pull out the papers that she brought with her. And by papers, I mean singular. One paper that survived the fire, because I just remembered it was just the one.
That's it, Louis, unless you can decipher from ashes.
Unfortunately not. I am not great. I mean, sailing on ships is not really my forte. Once you can take portals, you let other people handle transportation and other areas. However, I travel around a bit, so while a surviving piece of a map with, burnt edges and whatnot is nothing I can address, I can get you in contact with people who can repair such things. Katarina in the City of Five Sails is able to repair objects and things. I'm sure you guys could make an agreement of sorts.
Compass, you said that you knew who made this one, didn't you?
Not personally, but it's very easy to tell who did make it.
I see.
Can I get that town that Kelley's in again?
The City of Five Sails. The city that is located far from Aragosta, a city that is located at the center point of the intersection of the border of Usura, Vodace, Castile, Montaigne, and Ison for number 5. The city is not under the jurisdiction of any one of those countries, so it is a bit more lawless than a lot of other cities, but being on the border sees a lot of trade, so a nice unaffiliated cities.
Is that like if Luxembourg was Tortuga?
Yes, a
Gotcha.
cross between Luxembourg and Tortuga is probably the best description I could come up with.
Okay.
Might make a good deposit spot.
I'm happy to take as many people want to go. We simply, hold hands or link arms and, stay together and walk. And I get you there not too long.
You mean you will just take us there and bring us back?
Yeah, I mean, I would have to mark the ship so I could get back here, or mark someone who is going to stay here and not die while we are out there. But then, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of assuming that there'll be a few gold pieces tossed my way. Nothing extreme. I'm not charging big rates, but it is my literal blood that I spill.
I mean, it could be your literal blood that's spilled as you die.
Okay, I was under the impression that this was going to be a kinder group of individuals, but threatening me is fine. That will get you an effective discount.
Brigit just, smiles.
Apologies, Louis. But we haven't warmed up to you exactly. And I also smile at Brigit.
And I smile at Gerry.
There's matching smiles on the both of us.
It's like, you remember, which one is that? It's a great gif. It's the way Chris Hemsworth was smiling at, I don't know, was it Star-Lord or Hulk?
Oh, yeah, at Star-Lord, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the who's in charge here thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great reference everyone got. Perfect.
Yeah. So Captain, are you okay with the ship being marked then by this Porte Sorcerer?
Well,
That or one of our crew members?
I mean, I don't see what kind of choice.
Ship is a little safer. I would hate for the crew member to die and get tossed overboard, and then we portal out to the middle of the sea.
I understand. The point is where to stow the ship.
I mean, if we turn tail back to Aragosta, I could take care of the selling of the items we procured.
Well, the idea is that we're going to teleport off the boat and then come back to it.
No, I understand that, but...
I'm speaking above table. But, no, so,
I don't know, keeping no kind of leadership among the crew seems... Yeah.
Well, is our crew, fleshed out where we have other people that we can trust with the ship?
Yeah, anytime you need a named NPC, that can happen. And anytime you're like, man, I sure wish we had a 5 to 10 man brute squad, that can happen. There's a generic pool of NPCs to choose from. I've seen some groups like to go through and say, this is the cook, and this is the second mate, and then this is the doctor. Totally cool to do that, but also hand waving it until you're like, oh man, I sure wish we had a responsible doctor on board. And then conveniently, he's been there in the background doing background work the whole time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I imagine we're not just the only 5 competent, trustworthy people on this ship.
This isn't a One Piece situation.
I'm going to rise from behind the captain's table and look at Compass with both hands on the map, saying, how far do you think the nearest port is that we could send them?
Hey, Durs.
No, not map logistics. The worst part of RPGs. What would you like?
I would say probably a day or two, maybe.
That sounds great.
Fine.
Good navigating.
How to navigate when you don't have a map.
Durs is like, we're at a port right now.
No, you're far enough away outside a port that jumping a ship wouldn't get you caught by authorities.
Yes.
Nice.
Smart. There we go.
Louis, I want to be back on the ship before it makes port, so you have 2 days.
I am here to help. Did you want me to go get my friend and then come back here? Do you want me to take some of your crew with me? However you want to play this.
The 5 of us will join you. The ship will take a day to reorient its bearings and shore up, and then it will travel to port. That should give us enough time.
Should we prepare for our travel then, Captain?
Yes, you should take what you think you'll need.
Right. So then preparations are underway then.
By all means. Load whatever guns you want.
Perfect.
Should I just mark the captain's quarters here?
Captain Kelley rolls his eyes at the idea of a portal just opening up in his quarters, especially if he's trying to sleep. Fine. That should do.
You see Louis spit into his hand. Like, he waits a second. Like, bites the side of his mouth a little bit. Then spits into his hand and touches the floor of the captain's quarters. Now, before I spend any danger points, I want the captain to rewind and have the flashback of when he met the other Porte Sorcerer who insisted on shaking his hand, and how that captain had, taken a second and spit into his hand before shaking yours.
Oh, fuck.
I just recalled something.
Oui?
That spitting thing, that's necessary for marking a place or someone?
Oui, it is, it's about getting the blood on, the surface you are trying to mark, or the person.
Mm-hmm. And how would one remove this mark?
That is, pretty simple. You get more blood, and you put some on yourself, and then you wash that away with some salt water, or some fresh water that has been boiled. Either one of those are deemed a pure substance. You do have to consciously do it.
The marked person, or
what? You weren't marked, were you? He didn't touch you with any fluids or anything. And with that, you hear the horrible, horrible sound right behind you, Captain. You hear the horrible sound of the portal, and you begin stepping back away from the portal when a large saber sticks out and into your chest.
Oh.
What?
When out of the portal steps, and I use the term step pretty loosely because as this familiar gray-dressed captain of the other ship steps out of the portal with your captain at the edge of his bloody saber, he doesn't quite step when he moves. His legs bend in strange ways, showing no semblance of the wound that struck them earlier, though there is the red stain from the gunshot of your good Captain Kelley. But this one's legs are like octopus legs if they were much, much bigger. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh, Lord!
This is bullshit.
This is crazy.
You got killed in the cutscene, bro.
Can't believe you died in a cutscene. That's really
It's Sergeant
embarrassing.
Johnson all over again.
It sucks so bad.
I hate when the GM gives his villains the virtue glorious, and gives them free raises without having to roll, so I can skip all that whole process step and give them all the raises I need to get to the point, and then give them a lunge so I can spend all those raises to make it happen immediately.
I followed all that.
I'm just justifying the monstrous behavior I took as GM.
Oh, don't worry, Durs. I've
time.
dealt with more bullshit than that.
That was crazy.
Damn. All right, cool. Well, let's
Looking at you, beginning of Blood on the Reeds. This isn't how the mechanics work, but we're gonna do something fun.
All right, then let's get into our plugs. Freaking starting with our guest. Let's start with Durs.
Oh, you should totally check out the Storyteller Squad wherever you catch podcasts. And you can catch them at Story Squad Cast on various socials, where we'll keep you up to date with our upcoming booths that we'll be doing at conventions and upcoming episodes and new merch and all sorts of good stuff down the line.
Hell yeah.
Hi, I've been Grace. I go by Ghostlight G on the internet. I do music and Twitch streams, and I guest in a lot of places, including here. I've been on the Storyteller Squad as part of the Extended Universe, and I make a lot of appearances at conventions, including PAX Unplugged, hopefully, money allowing. Woo. Yay.
Hell yeah.
You're giving a thumbs up to the camera, like they can see that.
They can now, in their minds. Andrew.
You like this podcast? You like listen to us and our funny little mouth sounds. Other people do, and they give us their friendship, which is the greatest payment of all. So give some love into our boys at Homie and the Dude, who are crushing it with beautiful RPG supplement material, and our buddies over at Dance Macabre. That's not the actual studio that makes it. That's going to be Stillfleet Studio. But Dance Macabre is great. The guys who run it are great. And well, all the people, everyone's great. I love everybody.
Incredible. All right. Sky.
Are you stupid?
Yeah.
Are you a moron?
A little bit.
No? Then of course you've already left us a review. Because you would only be stupid not to. That's right. We're attacking you this week. All right, popcorn to someone else now? I think that was all I had to say.
Yeah, great. Seth stepped into a portal, so I'll take this one to wrap us up. Hi, everyone. Check out my personal stuff at Rachel Kordell, my Twitch, Majora's Rose. Shouting out the end of this month, we're doing a live stream over on Twitch on the RP Jesters Twitch, playing a game called Campfire with a couple of cool people. So if you want to check that out, we're going to put more details out on the socials. So definitely go ahead and take a look at that, as that's coming up by end of the month. I mean, November. So probably in VOD if you're listening to this in the future.
Whoa.
That's pretty crazy. Whoa. If you're looking for more information and cool stuff, you could definitely check out our website, where we have some cool merch and other fun little reads, tidbits about our other shows and the like. And one link that you can definitely find there is a link to our Patreon, where you can join us and follow up on the back talk on these sessions in our after show, The Jesters Recapped, and other cool stuff, character sheets and other wild things. So definitely go over and support our Patreon. Join us in the Discord. That's for everybody.
Yeah,
and,
I'm on there. It's fun.
Yeah, everyone's in there who's cool and left us a review, probably.
Totally not under threat.
All threats.
We love our community.
We love our community, and we'll shove off into the sunset with I don't know, a pirate song.
How do we end this again?
I think we started saying yar.
Fiddly dee, being a pirate is all right with me. Do it,
Pirate, copyright.
Is that not a trademark song as well?
Once was an
it's,
island to sea. The name of the ship was the Billy. Perfect. Is that copyright?
We got it.
Copyright? Copyright. Great. Okay.
I'll make my own shanty. Eating limes on the deck. The scurvy crick in the neck. And scene.